What's up guys, welcome to today's video. We are back at the LZ compound from a long week out in Long Beach and it's good to be back. Got a couple things to fill you in on, mainly on the Cosmo project, the E36 project, and some stuff going on with S15 and the R32. There's a lot of stuff actually going on. We'll start off with the Cosmo. So we'll go inside. We're in the prep room. Marco and Randy the other day actually just finished doing the undercoating in the fender well. The whole car is going to get painted black if you missed that video. So we wanted to do that first before we do the engine bay. So tomorrow this engine bay will get done in black. I already walked you guys through some of the stuff that got shaved and cleaned up, but the bay's pretty much ready to go. Marco's been pulling off some of the panels. So we got the doors sitting here. Fenders are paint stripped. The hood is paint stripped. And then soon we're gonna remove the glass, and then hopefully next week this thing will be all black. I did make the decision to have Marco pull the engine out of the other car and ship it out to Vargas. Originally I was just gonna leave it stock, but now that this thing is kind of turned into a bit more of a complicated project, if you will, I didn't want to go put all this time into it and then run into an issue like there's a stuck side seal or something's wrong internally in the stock rotary engine. So Vargas is basically going to refresh it. It turns out we actually have a factory D series 20B, which means that from the factory it's studded and it's good for way more power than if it wasn't studded. I think this engine will probably be good for like 700 to 1,000 wheel, but I'm only planning to make like 600 or so. The idea behind this car with the DCT trans is to make what I think Mazda would make this car if it was made today, kind of like a modern M3 competitor where it's just quick, snappy turbo, DCT trans, comfortable, and looking right. I want to take a quick interruption from this video to talk about a company you all know and love, the sponsor of this video, ShipStation. E-commerce this year is ripping. It's not slowing down anytime soon. You want to automate some shipping tasks, find the best shipping carrier, being able to compare and leverage ShipStation's deeply discounted rates that are usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies, and keep track of sales orders from any channel. ShipStation is going to make your life easy, and now ShipStation is available in the UK, Australia, and Canada. I know a lot of you guys are from there because I look at my analytics often, and after the United States of America, those are the three biggest ones. I'm talking to you. You're gonna save time, you're gonna save money, and you're gonna save headache. For me, the best thing about ShipStation is how even when we have different stores being integrated all into one, it funnels it down into one simple platform, and we know we're always getting the best rates. There are hundreds of thousands of companies using ShipStation, and it's not a surprise that over 98% of them never stop using ShipStation after they start. I feel like it's like Internet Explorer, where it's just one of those things that you just have and you use. Try it out. Just go to shipstation.com/AdamLZ and you can get a free 60-day trial. 2 months of no hassle, stress-free shipping. All you gotta do is go to shipstation.com/AdamLZ. You guys know ShipStation has been a sponsor of the channel for a long time. We've been using ShipStation for a long time. I'm insanely appreciative of them, and I want to thank them again for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the content. One other thing I did forget to mention, I am on the hunt trying to find a Yunos Cosmo front lip. I don't think there's ever any aftermarket front bumpers, but REM Mamiya made a front lip, a rear lip, and then side skirts. Found the side skirts, I got the side skirts, but I'm on the hunt for a front lip, rear lip, and then the factory Yunos Cosmo wing. So if you guys find any, let me know, reach out. I'm on the hunt and I need you guys' help because the car's gonna get painted and I wanna paint it with all that stuff. We're gonna jump into the E36 update, and it may look like it's in the same state as you guys saw it last, but the whole engine and trans has actually been in the car. A bunch of new stuff's been mocked up, mounts have been made, and Johan's actually refreshing the engine from last year right now. So the trans happens to be out, and this is probably the piece that I'm the most excited about for the E36. So this is a GSR G-Force 4-speed H-pattern dog box. You guys know I had the sequential in the car. I had some issues with it. The GSR is like the golden standard of drifting, and I was never really a big fan of 4-speeds because I think I drove a bad one back in the day, some other brand or some old junky box. And then I drove the GSR in Colette's 3-rotor, and I was mind blown. It was actually easier to shift and get through gears than it was in my sequential. And if you remember, the way that I used my sequential and clutch kickers last year anyway, I was just basically using 2 gears. So the whole point of having a sequential was kind of stupid, especially since we don't use shift cuts in drifting. The way the sequentials work, they get mad with wheel spin. Where this will be a lot simpler. You can take the whole box apart, rebuild it in like an hour. It'll be easier to get replacement parts for. It's more compact. And what's cool about it is they actually make 3 different sizes. So I took some measurements, and this will land perfectly right in the shifter hole where I want it to be. Probably will run like 4th gear on the bank and then downshift to 3rd. So it'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm basically, I mean, the way that I'm probably gonna use it, it's basically gonna be like a sequential anyway. You're only going over once. I'm excited. It's gonna simplify it a lot. It was one of the biggest issues that I had with the car last year was transmission issues. And I know that this is basically putting the most bulletproof box that I can in that thing. And not to mention, since I'll be driving H-pattern in FD, it'll be nice to kind of get in the habit of just getting used to driving a 4-speed pretty much everywhere. Another cool thing too is there's a bunch of different input shafts that they offer. So like LS, RB, JZ, Ford, SR, Makes it way simple. You can get bell housings, you can get adapter plates. The whole availability of parts is what made this so appealing, because the whole sequential thing was just a nightmare whenever I was trying to get something, finding parts. I still don't even have replacement parts for the sequentials that I was running last year, but I'm glad this bad boy made it in time. So you'll see what this will look like in the car, possibly in this video, but probably not until the next video. We got some other cool stuff with the car going on that Yoan's gonna help walk us through. All right, so this is the torn down engine from the E36. If you don't remember where this engine came from, it was the engine that we ran in the last round of Formula Drift in S15. We had a piston coating failure that was actually clogging the oil pickup in the oil pan to where we were pulling the pan and cleaning it multiple times, and we kind of threw it in the car on a whim, just like hoping it would make it through clutch kickers, and it did. It made it through with flying colors, but Johan wants to do a minor refresh on it. So Johan is gonna fill you in on what he's gonna do.
So we inspected the bearings a while ago to make sure that there was nothing crucial happening. I went through all of them and just checked the bearings and the condition, the wear on them, and just looking at them, we could tell that, you know, it was perfect. Nothing weird, no gouges on the bearings or the crank. So we bought new bearings. We're gonna change them all up, check clearances again. The same scenario we've been doing with the SR and the other stuff we changed, and slap it back together and change some components, put a new water pump again, or not again, but change the water pump. I did see some of you last year and for how much it costs. It's just safe to do that. We did get a new oil pump. So we had an oil pump, timing components. We already have the billet timing belt tensioner bracket, so that's good. Slap it all together and put it back in the car.
And if you don't remember, this engine kind of is a bad bitch. It's a BC 3.4 stroker, billet Titan main caps, and it has a CNC ported head. I don't think you'll be able to see it on this side as well as you're seeing on the other side. This engine gets down. It ripped last year. I think we had a little bit undersize of a turbo on it, so we are gonna move up, just not to necessarily make more power, because we could have made the power we wanted with last year's turbo. But the turbo just couldn't provide the volume of air that this head is targeted to flow and that the 3.4 pushes. So we'll be going up in turbo size a little bit, but I think the R is gonna still have like the same response that it had last year. I just want to apologize in advance if you hear any background noise in the video. We got a whole situation going on out back. That's a lot of
real poopy situation.
It's a real situation out there. All right, now you guys haven't seen the R32 GTR in a while. It's a long story. Basically, the tune is like 90% finished, but I'm waiting for Jamie to come down. He's gonna be coming down this weekend, so he's gonna clean up a couple things for me. But in the meantime, I got some new shoes for it. You guys know me, it doesn't usually take too long for me to get new wheels for a car, because I gotta make it feel like my own. So I got my first set of Regamasters. If you're a purist, technically these aren't real Regamasters, because it's the new like reproduction Evos. It's the Almighty Gray, which I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I'm gonna like it because it kind of has like a green tinge on the car. I wanted to do a set of TEs, bronze TEs, but I have them on every car, so I'm really trying to not make this look like every other car that I own, and just do something a little bit different. So I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it looks. Got some NT01s I'm gonna put on it. Tommy said I'm a because I'm not putting 275s on it, but I've also seen how much camber he needs to have on his GTR to not rub, so I went with a 255. It was a 255 or on a 9.5 plus 12. Should be like a nice square profile. And the NT01s are like ridiculous for grip. These things. The Almighty Gray has this green tinge to it, and I'm a little on the fence about it. It's weird because like in the light, it doesn't look green, but in the dark, it kind of has a green tinge. There's a good chance I'll end up powder coating them. So even though I think the coolest thing about these are the stickers and how they look when you have them all on there and everything, I'm gonna wait to put the stickers on until I see what they look like on the car, because if it looks terrible, I don't wanna waste all the stickers. go get the GTR? You wanna go get the GTR? You wanna go put new wheels on the GTR? Let's go get him. Both hands on the wheel, dude. Let's go get the wheels. Come on, let's go. Wow, this is the first car I'm taking TEs off to put another wheel on.
You sound like Tommy right now.
I know. Thank God they clear the brakes. Pretty happy with it. I definitely think it needs the stickers.
Yeah.
And I need some skirts from Tommy if he sells them to me. And it needs to come down lower. Then we'll be sitting right. I feel like realigning right now, that's I'm probably just gonna leave it at the standard height. Pete, what do you think? I'm curious what you guys think. I originally was a little torn about the color. I think I'm super happy with the color. The only thing I'm torn with is the stickers. Originally I was gonna wait to do the stickers because I thought I might end up powder coating them. But walking over to this side, you got the no sticker and then you got the stickers. I'm thinking, I'm not a big fan of the stickers around the rim. Maybe I'll just leave the one on the spoke. Or they also have like a single black Desmond sticker. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna end up lowering it, getting this thing ready so when Jamie comes into town, we're not only tuning this car, we're tuning the R32 sedan, which is also getting a wrap next week. And then the C4 Corvette is also getting tuned. He's gonna help me brush up a couple other things. I've got his work cut out for him, so when he's down here, we're gonna dyno for a while. But there's a lot of exciting stuff getting dialed in. To my YouTube members, I know I haven't gone live in a while. Things have been a bit hectic. I've been trying to keep you guys updated behind the scenes, but I will be going live tonight. If you're watching this video, I guess it would be Wednesday night, members only YouTube live stream. There's been a lot of positive feedback about the podcast that I've been doing on my other channel, The Scenic Route, so I'm stoked to hear all of that. It's been a lot of fun to do, and I got a lot of other cool ones planned out for the rest of the year. So anyway, let me know what you guys think of the wheels. I'm excited to dive into all these projects, be back here for a couple weeks before we jump into Drift Week, and then jump into Porsches in the Smokies, and then jump into FD Atlanta and FD Orlando, and all the other traveling that we'll be doing this year. I loved drifting, and I love you guys too, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon, okay? Mic to 10 minutes yet? Just kidding. Bye. When you said, you wanna go get the GTR? You're gonna go get the GTR? When you said, you wanna go put new wheels on the GTR? When you said, let's go. Both hands on the wheel, dude.